Hello everyone, it's Barry here. Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I hope you are well. First things first, the last video I did, the kitchen gadget Brussels sprout tool thing, first minute or so was very blurry. Sorry about that. A lot of you told me about it. I particularly liked this comment though. I pinned that, I loved it, just kind of sums me up. Enough of that. Today we are attempting a giant food project thingamajig and we are going to be trying to make a massive Toffifee. I don't know if you guys know what these are. These have been around for absolutely years, but I think they're just growing in popularity more and more and more. They've certainly been in the UK for a long time, but I think you can get them almost anywhere now. A hazelnut in caramel with creamy nougat, some people call it nugget, very controversial, and chocolate. So they're kind of like these caramel cup things. But if you have not seen one before, let's look at the anatomy of a Toffifee. I am pronouncing that right, aren't I? Toffifee. Yes. Alright, basically there's only one left in this box because Mrs. Barry and the kids and I, we all munched on them last night. So I do know a little bit about what's inside of it, but I want to show you guys. So there we go. Looks a bit like that. Nice little, like a little bowl, which will make sense in a minute. So if I just slice down the middle. Oh yeah, what a slice, Barry. That's nice work. You can see, so you've got the caramel bowl, you've got the hazelnut in the middle, you've got, this is like a nougat, but like a kind of Nutella-y one. It's got a really nice taste to it. And then essentially like a chocolate blob on the top. That's what we're gonna make. Oh, I'm getting serious now. So we're actually gonna make it inside out. There's our bowl shape. And here is a big bowl, which kind of is a similar shape to the thing. Plus it's got a flat bottom, so it'll stand up. What we're gonna do first of all is use this gigantic cake tin to create the caramel layer. Hello, and then line it inside the bowl to create the caramel bowl. That's so good. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is have some coffee actually. I never was that good at drawing. Well, it wasn't the neatest, but you get the idea. If you're going to try this step at home, please be careful, okay? I have pugs supervising me and a giant unicorn balloon. Seriously, I do hope you try it, but please, making caramel is dangerous. Be careful. First thing we need to do is get a flame, get a pan, and add in a lot of sugar. That's 700 grams of sugar, okay? We also add in 100 mils of water. Woohoo! And 350 mils of single cream. And all I do is keep whisking this so the sugar is going to dissolve into the cream and the milk. It might feel a little bit butch, a little bit rough at the bottoms at first. And we'll just keep whisking it from time to time, but we're going to bring it to a simmer initially. We'll bring it to a simmer and you're going to need one of these. This is a candy thermometer. It is super, super useful. Don't get one of those pointy ones that you stick inside meat. Get one of these, okay? They are lifesaver. We're actually going to take it to 125 degrees C, which is firm ball stage. Okay, we kind of want that. There's a way of doing it with your hands, but this is just much safer. It's what they call it, firm ball. I'm not going to go into it. But then it's hard crack and soft crack stage. Sounds all a bit gangstery and stuff, but if you go up to that height, it's going to basically shatter your teeth. So I've shoved my thermometer in, and it's, as you can see, that feels quite hot to me, but it's nowhere near hot enough. Meanwhile, Amy is itching. You just kind of like hanging out the bed, mate. Just hanging out. Alright, at the moment there's not much more to report other than the caramel is taking ages, but also I have lined this with cling film as well, just so I've got twice the protection to get the caramel out. But this really is taking ages. Alright, hopefully you can see it is edging closer. The colour has changed. It's about 2 degrees off, so the next scene you're going to see is me dumping some butter in. Alright, this is dangerous. Things just got really bad and very dangerous. I managed to singe my worktop. And yeah, it kind of burnt. It's not the right colour. I think I might just do it in a smaller bowl. So a little update, what you saw before, I'm doing that again, simmering it, but a smaller bowl this time. And instead of the big tin, I'm using a frying pan lined with the same cling film. All right, if it doesn't work, we'll try again. And we're going to lose the light. It's going to get dark. Doesn't matter. We'll just keep going. Now that is very, very hot. I'm just shaping it so I can get a big surface area. That was intense. The next step should be a little bit easier. It probably won't be, but we're going to just try and make a big nut. Obviously, because giant hazelnuts don't exist, we're going to make it. To do that, I'm going to ruin another saucepan, and we're going to add 100 grams of sugar. So this is going to just get warmed up and melted on its own until it's a light brown colour. You see that? That's starting to caramelise, so let all the sugar dissolve up. Move your spoon around a little bit if you want. So I just gave that a little help, and that is a nice colour. So I've taken it off the heat. This is 100 grams of mixed nuts, so the same quantity as there is sugar. 100 grams of sugar, 100 grams of nuts. Stir that through to coat it all up. And the reason we've got the baking parchment is once we've got it all nice and coated and stuck together like this, we can go like this. Let it cool a little bit, and then we'll shape it into a ball. So as it cools down, it's going to firm up more, but what we can do is use the baking parchment to kind of shape it into a nut, which that's pretty much almost there, but keep going, you know, really make a work of art. I'm quite happy with that. But one thing I'm not happy with, I'm still not happy with this. I'm going to make some more. That means I'm going to have to go to the shop. But I'm doing this for the long haul, alright? If you guys are going to make this, I want this to be right. Current mode of thinking, I just got back from the shop. I'm trying it again, and this time I am going to go bigger. I realised I read the thermometer wrong, so I made it a bit hard. I've also realised I didn't have any breakfast, so I'm going to have a sandwich. Maybe I should just stop the video now and just call it Giant Nut. But no, the big one's returning. We're going to get there. Oh my god, see? I overdid it. I'm going to take 5 degrees off the temp. Alright, I think this is it. Right, I think this could be the one. It's got amazing colour. Alright, here goes nothing. This stuff is insanely hot. Oh my gosh, we've done it. Right, Amy in Boston, giant Toffifee lesson here. This is insanely hot right now. We need to let it cool down just so it's still maneuverable to room temperature. Then we'll lift it out and put it in our massive bowl because we're doing the big one. We ain't doing the small one. Mrs. Barry's home from work. But good timing because...
Very slowly.
Huh?
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Right, so while Mrs. Barry makes her lunch and this cools down, I am going to start to make the filling. So the other day I went out and bought a load of nougat/nugget bars. So these are some nougat bars that I bought from a shop, and a lady thought I was obsessed with it. Let's not worry that they're pink and white because we're going to use Nutella. Lots of Nutella. And this is a big pan I should have used earlier, otherwise it would have made Mrs. Barry much happier. Best way to get Nutella out of a jar, now these are both kilogram jars, is to bung it in the microwave so it'll just pour out. It's amazing. You just need to make sure, I've shown you this before, that you get this foil off, otherwise your microwave will do a fireworks display. Do it on like 30-second blast and then stir it until it's nice and smooth throughout. And then it just pours out like this. So all I'm doing is sitting this down onto a hob again. We're going to warm it through so the nougat will melt with the Nutella, and we should basically clone the nougat that's in the mini ones, or the normal size ones. I'm not going to show much of this, guys, but basically this nougat will eventually melt down and it'll merge. Well, I'm glad I did speed up that process, folks, because that took a good half an hour to melt up. Right, this is cooled down to room temperature. We're now going to lift it out using a cling film and put it into our larger mold. So, just going to help it find its way. It's working. It is working. It's in there. What I'm having to do... Oh, there we go. Let's get this out of the way. I'm shaping it, okay? I'm lifting it up. It wants to keep sliding back down, which is a good thing because the cling film is obviously doing its job. So what I'm doing is pressing it in from below, and it's kind of starting to hold itself. So I'm probably just going to stare and look at it for about 5 minutes just to make sure it's not bowing before we put the filling and the nut inside it. All right, we're ready. I've transferred my nougat Nutella, or Nutella nugget, whatever you want to call it, however you pronounce it, to a bowl to cool down because I didn't want it to be too hot, otherwise it would have made the sides dissolve. I think we're ready to pour it in. So here's the nut. I actually made some more nuts and made it a little bit bigger. I'm going to sit that into the caramel carcass. It's going to take a while, but it's our Nutella nougat. This is going to separate and work its way around our big custom hazelnut. Oh my God. I'm just going to let it find its way. I might have made too much. I've actually put way too much in there because what I wanted to do was actually push over some of the caramel edges to kind of give it a lip. Amazing. Look at that. It's like a big chocolate pie because I've kind of created a little bit of a crust there. We're essentially going to probably cover most of the top here with a big old dark chocolate puddle. I'll do that tonight and then we'll let it set overnight. All right, so it's been about an hour. I've just got it out of the fridge and I want to kind of have a bit of an evening to chill a little bit. It's been pretty intense. So I've melted up a mixture of milk and dark chocolate. Look at that, Amy. Amy, what's that, huh? You like that, guys? On we pour that chocolate. Oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna get a spatula and push it out to the edges. So I've got that lip there that we made with the caramel that's gonna just kind of hold it in place, hopefully. So kind of like give that chocolate button effect on the top of it. And I am over the moon with that. Oh my gosh. Little tap just to settle it down. I'll leave it to say to room temperature and then bung it in the fridge. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's time to get out the Toffifee. But before I do that, don't forget to check out the playlist for the rest of the giant food videos. If you've seen any that aren't on there and you want me to make, let me know down below. Also, I'm probably going to be giving this to my stepdad because he loves them, so I don't know if I'm going to open it or not. I just want it to have worked. And third of all, if you actually want to make this, I'm going to do a much more detailed write-up on the website. So I'll put a link for that down below. Should we go get our Toffifee? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Stubbed my foot. It's a stool for the kids so they can help cook. That is nice and firmed up now. Yesterday it was a little bit maneuverable, so I was worried when I take it out it could just completely go. But for scale, look at the difference. Chopping board. So what I'm going to do is try and lift it out. Oh crikey. I'm going to have to turn it out, I think, because it's very heavy. Just going to sort of rub it like Aladdin's lamp to warm it up. I think it's so cold that it's kind of like, I'm staying here. Come on, mate. Out you come. Maybe I'll just turn it upside down and leave it like that. When you do this, use a plastic bowl. I'm very tempted to smash it off. Ow! It just dropped. It literally just dropped. It just dropped out. I just started chipping away with a knife around the edge and then it gave up. Which is what I nearly did a minute ago. Take that off. You've got to come closer. Look, it's completely freestanding. And that's the other one for scale. There we go, folks. The giant Toffifee is all done. It's nice and room temperature now, and it's kind of holding its shape. I'm loving it. I don't want to touch it too much. As I say, my stepdad is going to have it, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for regular recipes. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Well, you didn't think I'd do all this effort and not show you what it looks like inside, right? I'm sure my stepdad would be alright with that. Just going to see what it looks like. That's it. We'll go serrated. Oh, I need to be careful. So I'm going to protect my hands with oven gloves. It's a hell of a workout. It's even setting the dog off. Amy, shush. This is the climax thing. Yeah, it needs some work. Oh my God. We've done it. It keeps sticking to the tea towel, so I had to lift it up in one motion. Look, there we go, a whole nut in there. We've got the chocolate Nutella nougat, the chocolate topping, and of course the caramel casing, all holding together. So I might as well have a little bit, mightn't I? Oh my gosh, that's blooming gorgeous. I didn't get any of the nut, I just got some of the nougat and the caramel, but that was enough. Tastes awesome. I hope you give it a try. Maybe shrink it down a little bit, smaller scale, styly. If you do, send me a picture at My Virgin Kitchen. Love to see it.